everyone, it's Mandy. Easy Tarot Lessons, and today I have Sally and Sharon here. Hello, you two.
Hi.
Hi,
Are you ready to talk about
ready.
the Six of Swords? So I'm going to
Yes.
go with Sally.
Yeah. Six of Swords, my traveling card. This is something if I get it, maybe a move, a change, a travel, something like that. But beyond that, they're not willing to face their past. They're looking away, the troubles on one side, peacefulness on the other, and they have turned their back on their troubles. They're also carrying all their baggage with them. I frankly don't know how this boat is still afloat
I
because,
know, right? It's like all the points of the swords.
right?
Maybe they're
Right?
acting like little corks and keeping the water.
And it's hard to say, is this a family boating together? Is it a woman and a child fleeing and somebody else is piling the boat? Is it even a woman underneath that shroud? You really can't tell. But all of those things come to mind when I look at this card. There's a sense of leaving and a sense of regret and sadness about this card and the color sometimes when I'm looking at it. It doesn't look like a happy leaving because, the person under the shroud is bent over. You've got all these swords in there trying to sink the boat. You have troubled water on the right side. Yeah, they're going someplace new and fresh, but I don't get the sense of happiness and joy about the trip.
I wonder, okay, when we were talking about how the swords are in the boat, like the points are in the bottom of the boat. That's just
Mhm.
like ridiculous to me. And I often say, how the hell is that boat still afloat? But could it be that baggage is what they feel is the only thing keeping them together?
Yeah, sure, I could see that. It could be all that's left.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Yeah. Kind of like you don't want to ever take an arrow out if it's in your skin because it's got those
Right.
edges that'll rip it open even further and you'll bleed
Right.
out.
Hmm. Yeah. And why is he piloting this boat in his socks? Those just
I
look
think
like
they're leather
socks to me.
boots.
I know they are, but they look like socks.
It could be socks. They could have had to flee really fast.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get the sense of speed, but given the fact that they're not carrying much and the guy's wearing his socks, maybe they did. They had to leave in haste.
Well, I'm seeing like because it's the swords and knowledge. It could be that the swords that's their sat nav.
That's their what?
Their sat
A
nav.
satellite navigation, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's their knowledge. That's their information of where they're heading to. I don't know.
That or their GPS.
Yeah, that's what's yes. That's the information they've got. Or
Speak
they're taking.
English, damn it. No.
The other English.
Sorry. I'm playing Mandy. I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, but I kind of like feel that they are taking all their kind of experience with them, their knowledge with them, you know, their research. That it's kind of like no one can stop them from taking what's inside their heads with them. I don't know.
And they are like a wall in front of her. Maybe that is her protection. That
Mhm.
knowledge.
Yes, on
That's
the other hand, it's like just because you're going away somewhere, it doesn't mean you're not taking your troubles with you.
right.
Right.
I suppose maybe that might be more the reverse, a version of it in reverse.
Sure.
Like you can't run away from your whatever it is that's sort of bothering you. You will take it with you.
Yeah, but I like what you said there. You can take everything from me, but not my memories.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think you could interpret this card either in a positive or a negative way. I think you've just got to
Hmm.
really go with your intuition.
Hmm.
One of the interpretations I've heard, and it has to do with the water, Sally pointed out. On the right hand side, the water is turbulent. You can see the waves. And on the
Yeah,
left hand side, it's all smooth and
Yeah.
calm. So it could be they're fleeing from a turbulent situation into a calmer, very, very refugee feel. Or
Yes.
abused wife that finally said, ah, you know, my kids can't take this. We've got to go. And she's on that thin line between the turbulence and the calmness. She just hasn't found the calm place yet.
Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
that turbulence is new? They're about to be blindsided.
Mm.
And that will send them right into the water. I'm thinking like a tidal wave, a tsunami, that's something that would churn up the water that severely, could be unexpected. And where they thought that this was a smooth, safe trip, suddenly it's going to go poof. And
You're in
they're
a
going to
dark
upend.
place today.
I am. I'm seeing weird things today. Yeah, it's the weather. It's that sub-zero temperature I'm living in right now. It's
Oh,
making me
God.
sad.
I do. This is very personal to me because I live here, but there is something very Cambridge about this card because we have like a river with it's one of the tourist attractions, like punting up and down the river with. So I do sometimes associate this card with tourism in Cambridge where I live because the punting is a kind of like a very big deal here.
Absolutely.
So that could
That's
be
brilliant.
a great vacation card. Go to Cambridge, go to
Yeah,
Venice.
or
You know?
Venice. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And I've got another personal interpretation of this card. The one and only time I tried to do dowsing when my sister's son had lost his passport and they were turning the house up and down, and she turned to me and said, "Can the tarot help to find something?" I said, "I'll give it a go." And I got this card in reverse, and the words that came out of my mouth were, "It's returned to where it came from."
Nice.
Mm.
And that's exactly where the passport was. I couldn't
Excellent.
believe it. Yeah, I said, "Where did you keep it?" And she said, "In a chest of drawers in my bedroom." And I said, "That's where it is." And she said, "No, we've checked there." I went, "Go and check again." And it had fallen out of the drawer, and it was on the floor, sort of behind this chest of drawers. So it got it spot on. And fallen out, the
Excellent.
fact that it was reversed as well. So yeah.
I like that for the reversal, especially. I love the dowsing. That was epic. But
I mean,
that
whether that would work
returned.
again in someone's dowsing, I don't know, but it worked for me on that one occasion. I knew exactly what to say, and it was bloody well right, and it was like, oh my God, that's amazing. But yeah, so this card holds a little special place in my heart because of that.
Oh heck yeah!
Plus the fact it was passport, which is to do with travel,
Right.
Yeah, so
And over the water too, right?
yeah.
I can't help but wonder, and this is my dark place. You got to realize I have this fascination with Charon, the ferryman for the river Styx.
I,
I love him. What if that's Charon? Taking them to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yeah, that is dark. You
blimey.
join the dark club.
That's worse than the 10 now.
I mean, I got this fascination for the ferryman. So anytime I see a ferryman, I automatically go to the river Styx.
Mm-hmm. I see that in the death card too.
Oh
The boat
yeah,
in the
it's even got the
background.
little
Mm-hmm.
boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely the river Styx and the death card in my head.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Every time I see it, I go, "Hi, Sharon."
I mean, he does look like a pole vaulter, doesn't he?
Yes.
Like going a completely different way with it.
Oh, the evil Knievel of pole vaulters. Watch as I jump over all these swords.
Yes.
Oh.
So it could have good connotations and bad connotations in
Yeah.
the upright position even.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just could be as simple as travel by sea, like you say.
Mhm.
Go on a cruise. I mean,
Taxi across town.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I have done readings in the past where people are undecided about what sort of holiday to have. And if that came up, I would say, a cruise or, yeah. go by sea, travel by sea.
I'm going to Venice if I get that card.
Well, I'd like to have thought you'd come to Cambridge, but
Oh, well, I'm
yeah.
not coming to Cambridge to go punting. I'm coming to Cambridge to see Mandy.
Uh, that was the right answer. But yeah, no, there is something a little bit kind of like moving on, like sad. It could be like emigrating, couldn't it? You know, like we know we're going on to somewhere exciting and good and new, but I am sad to be leaving.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you can have mixed feelings, and you can see this in this card, mixed feelings.
Yeah. It's always a little bit sad when you leave somewhere, isn't it? Even if you want to go,
Yeah.
I think you should go.
Most cards have two faces, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
right side up and reverse. Yeah. Yeah, so I can definitely see that.
I definitely say in the upright position that this is about things departing and moving on. I would only be able to say that it's returning if it was in reverse. Do you know what I mean? Because they've got their backs to us, they are moving away. So I feel this card, if you are looking for, are they ever going to come back? This card needs to be reversed to be able to say yes to that question with it, for me.
And again, I would say it's whatever your intuition is.
Yeah.
You're going to see this card, and it's going to give you a message of some sort. Are they coming back or not? And I think it would depend on your intuition. You know, if they are overseas, are they coming back? Well, yeah, they're crossing the seas. So I could say that yes.
Someone was reading for my son, and this was in his fears position, and she was like, I don't know why. And this is talking about intuition, not the image of the card, but this is a lesson in intuition. She looked at the card and said, I don't know why, but I'm getting the Air Force. Which, come on, it's a boat. But you know what?
Right.
She was absolutely right. He had just gotten news that he could not join the Air Force, and he was devastated. And he was afraid he wouldn't be able to move on from that. So that was one of pure intuition. So sometimes the intuition is going to jump in, and you're going to be like, that's what it is. She didn't want to say it. She was like, oh, that can't be right. And I was like, well, say it. When she said it, I was like, guess what? Sometimes intuition trumps all, as long as it's pertinent to the question.
Yeah, I agree. But then on the other hand, I still think that there has to be something in the card, something about the card that has triggered that intuition.
Oh, absolutely. Otherwise, why bother even using the cards?
Exactly. Yeah. Anybody else got any thoughts on this Six of Swords?
Not at the moment.
Thank you both very much, and I hope you enjoyed listening, and we will see you again next time. So bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.